EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Carson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, it's Carson, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Seahawks.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Sideline throw. That's caught by Moore.
Wilson.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The Seahawks 30-yard line.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 23. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A gain of a yard.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Benson Mayowa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Rodgers going to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chat.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their
logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again.
Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got him.
20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 67 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Rodgers funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that?
He's got a man complete past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points. They'll go again to Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Benson Mayowa.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The 20. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. 45 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Packers 10. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Check 26, check 26.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Check mark 27.
This is Jones, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Aaron Jones.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Ricky.
Here's Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.